Hey, ladies and gents, we're back with some World of Warships. We were playing the Hatsuharu, the Tier 6 Japanese destroyer. I am actually, this game and another game, so I have two games here in this video. They're back-to-back. This one I'm playing with Cad, the other one I'm playing solo. Cad's in the New Mexico, I believe. The big fat boy. I'm talking about the battleship, not Cad. But yeah, I just think I asked him at this point, I said, are you up to 20 kilometers, 20 knots yet? And he's like, no, I'm at 15. Fuck. Anyway, I don't know. You guys know when I play warships. It's about once every 3 to 9 months, maybe 6 to 9 months sometimes, depending on how I feel. This game still pisses me off on almost as bad, not quite as bad as tanks, but that's a love-hate relationship we can talk about a different time. However, you live for these kind of games, right? This game and the next game, the second part of the video, you live for these kind of games because this is what makes Warship great. This isn't a 7-minute game where it's a 15-1 blowout or 10 blowout, whatever, tanks, whatever. There's always the blowouts. These kind of games right here, whether you win or lose, still make feel like somewhat satisfied. Like, you know, it was a good game. Like somebody's not playing some bullshit ship over and over again for 10,000 battles, or vice versa here. So I'm typically, when I play destroyers, I typically like to play the old style, the role of the destroyer, which was to get out in front of your battleships and find some shit here. So we're gonna lay some into that smoke. Hopefully he stops. I was hoping he was gonna stop there, but he keeps coming this way here. So we're gonna get out of the way because I don't really want to get spotted right off the bat. He looks like one of them dudes that'll fire at you no matter what. So we'll drop 3 into the smoke. Yeah, there's a good chance that he's not going to circle back, but you never know. Sometimes you catch them when they circle back into the smoke and go back into the smoke. No, he's just keep on going. So maybe there's a chance I'll pick up that battleship that's rolling this way. We'll see here. So I've located the destroyer. I was really thinking the Aoba would have put some shells into him, but he did not, which is fine. Whatever, I'm okay with that. We do pick up 1 hit though. For 15,000. So that means it wasn't the Koenig and it wasn't the Mahan, because I think that would have killed him. So there's something else here as well. So I was talking to Cad, like, hey, fuck, we got 3 ships inbound. We got the Oba fucking off to the other side, but we do have a Nagato, he says. That's Cad's new best friend, is that Nagato. And you'll see a little later on when they start bonding with each other in the text messages. Anyway, we're back to the greed, right? So this game and the next game, kind of the greedy thing. How greed ends up costing you games. You know, everybody wants to kill. XP, XP, all that kind of stuff here. So I'm just kind of moseying around out here, trying to pick up. Ooh, there we go. I did pick up the Agile, whatever the fuck he is, the destroyer here. So who's just run into Aoba, who is just literally fucking his shit up. Yeah, he's gonna be dead here. Ooh, never mind. 890, he's almost dead. Dropped a couple of torpedoes on the Aoba. He's finished off. That's nice. That means we only got 3 more destroyers to deal with. Alright, there's the Koenig. Now, I'm hoping that maybe we're going to lay him right there on the backside of the island. I was hoping maybe he's going to stop, realizing the Aoba's there and didn't want to get torped, so he's going to stop for my torps, but I never get that lucky. So we'll lay those in there and we'll see what happens there. There's the Mahan. He's down the far end. He's playing gun battle with Aoba. And we got the... So this is my new best friend right here. The, whatever this, Torigo. That was the other thing about playing ships is coming back and not knowing what every ship does, right? The new ships, the new lines, the new, you know, what ship has radar, what doesn't have ships. So sometimes it's a learning process for like the first 50 games of coming back to play. Alright, we're back in on the Koenig. 7.9 kilometers here. We're just trying to keep him lit. Obviously, he's way lit by the Aoba, who's getting lit by the Koenig. Yeah, so the Renown 54 kills the Königsberg. And we have the Mahan. He is on the run here. So there's 4 of us. The Koenig, I don't think, is going to last much longer with the Aoba or vice versa here. So we got a couple seconds here. We're going to drop a set of spreads, torpedoes in there just as well, just to see if he could use a little bit of help if it doesn't work out for him. The Torigo, he's going to drop too, I think. He already did. Yeah, he did drop his torpedoes here. So the Koenig's fucked no matter what he does. The Aoba, yep, never mind. There's the Torigo's torpedoes, just nailed him. dropped him down here. So I was kind of questioning that earlier. We were talking about what exactly that Aoba was thinking about going to the inside of that island. That usually doesn't work out for him here. So we pick up the Mayon. There we go. It's a mutual assured destruction. I'm sorry, no, the Nicholas gets the Aoba. However, we lose 3 ships to their 1. 277, 442. And it looks a little rough on the 1-2 line. That's all right, though. I'm out here hunting for a reason. I got 2 battleships with me. We're going to see if we can pick up this Mayon. So now this is what I was talking about earlier, with the whole being out in front of your battleships here. At least try to give the battleships a little bit of notification that they have inbound torpedoes. Fortunately, they're the short-range ones, so we didn't have to worry about that as much. I'm a little worried about the cap. There's a destroyer at F5, and of course, there's shit all for the other side there. We have a... I'm not sure size subdrivers have a tendency to get so far into the enemy flank. He is currently getting piss-pounded by at least 3 cruisers. He's still alive, it looks like, but he's not going to fare well, I don't think that. So they're up 230, or they're up 504, 239. Got a nice torpedo screen right there. Now, typically we want to kind of stay together here, and we and Cad were talking about Cad was going to take a hard right into the center here and see what we can start doing, and the Nagato goes like, you guys just keep on going here. I'm going to chase that Mahan. And I also think he thought that, yeah, we're just going to go to the cap. Never works that way here. So the Mono kills the Nicholas. They got 2 destroyers left. It's not looking good here for the home team. 239, 400. Or 500, basically. 250, yeah. So they got to double us on here. They got a lot of full health bullshit over here. Oh, 1 battleship looks like it's full health. A couple cruisers that are almost full health. And the Gato is going to try to piss pound that Mayon. That's not gonna end well for him. We'll see. We'll check in a little bit later with him. Pensacola's full health. A lot of full health ships, and we're down, 250 points. And they are currently chasing our Mono. I think that must be the new Japanese light cruiser line. I'm not familiar with that ship. We've got the Pensacola here. We're trying to keep the eyes on him. We're going to drop a couple torpedoes in that spread. I'm pretty sure that's not going to help me any, unless he continues at that pace, which he very well could. I think I was kind of hoping that Cad, with his battleship there, he's going to come around the corner here and fuck up that Pensacola, but I don't think he made the corner in time for that shot. We get 1 penetration, 1 non-penetration, and their Aoba finishes our Mono off, and we are down 211, 551. Aoba's full health. There's another full health battle. Those 3 cruisers are almost full health. Pensacola looking pretty decent too. He's got half health, and we got a full health. I don't know what else here. So the Gade's gonna get fucked by the Torigo, which helps us a bunch. This was a great shot right here. Finishes him off. We also have a full health Baron. Okay then, here we go. 251, 516, but that's all right. Greed gets the best of everybody, especially in this game here. Now with this much lead, with this many ship lead, this much point lead, I'm thinking, yeah, they're probably thinking to themselves, we got this. There's absolutely no way we could fuck this up. I've been there, I know, right? I've had teams do this before to me anyway. So we have Pensacola's almost dead. Cad's gonna finish him off. Krabby Whiskers. Nothing personal here. We got the New Orleans, the Aoba coming in here, and I have the Trigo with me. He plays a pretty good game, the Trigo does. We have a little miscommunication here in cap. There we go. Cad finishes off the Pensacola, and we're 302, 482. All right. Generally speaking, it's not the easiest thing in the world to hit that, them cruisers, because the way they roll. I was hoping that the Torigo would stay in that smoke screen and just let me spot, right? Unfortunately, he does not. He's shooting as he rolls, so we're gonna wait to see what he does here. I don't want to torp into him, and that's about the time. Yeah, so we're gonna lay a spread over there too as well for that New Orleans. Pure guess here. I have no idea. Some people says it's better to be lucky than good. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, New Orleans, mostly full health. The Oba, all full health. We have one non-penetration on there, and fuck me if that does not work out. Well, shit. He's probably thinking the same thing, too. I just rode into this cap full health. And now I just started 2 torpedoes. All right. The Oba, he's on the run. I think he understands the rules here. He's got full health, but he's gonna have to deal with us here. So we've brought it back 357, 458. I'm just trying to keep him lit. So I don't, it's Japanese. We have not great guns. They're adequate for the most part for something like that. But I'm assuming this Torigo probably has it better than I do. So we're just going to continue to keep him lit here. I'm going to have to say something to the Torigo from last time. We're going to lay another set in there. If you got smoke up, why don't you smoke? I'll stay out of the smoke and spot. And then you can, shoot the other ship. Because here he comes. He's charging. There we go. Now I've set it. We got a couple torpedoes out there for the Oba. I'm just going to kind of slowly roll here. Try to keep ahead of him. Now those torpedoes look pretty good. But yeah, he's traveling a little too fast here. So now the Torigo's got it figured out now. As you can see the corner up here where I'm getting spotting assisted damage. Torigo sends out a bunch. I send out some. He just misses his ass on the Oba. And away he goes here. However, the Torigo is fucking him up. Pretty nice. Little by little. He's already up to 20,000 for the spotting. What is he getting per... Yeah, look at that. He's getting about 2,000 per volley on that Ioba. So, not that saying that the Oba probably didn't launch torpedoes. You got to watch out for that kind of shit too. But we have 377, 488. It's a 4-5 with the ship count. 6 minutes left. All you have to do is not die. Pretty simple. Aoba's figured it out. He kind of starts heading out of here. But then he kind of does something a little weird here. Not terribly sure what this was all about. Alright, let's get a little closer here. We're going to try to put some torpedoes out. Possibly pick him up going through. They still have one. Mahan's still over there. And he is... Him and the Nagato have a pretty much for the whole game taking pot shots at him. Nagato's almost dead from it. You can see the arc of fire that's headed toward the Nagato. It's why you don't chase. It's why you don't chase destroyers in your battleships. It doesn't work that way. So the Aobas, he's pushed out. Not terribly worried about him. I'm more worried about here trying to help Cat out because he essentially is fighting two battleships and a cruiser while the Nagato is currently engaging the the Mahan. Go figure here. So he's going to come... Looks like he's trying to cut the gap here. Renown finishes off him. I'm going to lay some in there in case he does turn. Like I said, it's always a shit show if you're going to try to shoot that... shoot one of them cruisers out. And then here we go. They've successfully become friends on World of Warships chat. So the Nagato finally kills the Mahan. Yeah. And we're going to get a couple shots out there on the Aoba. And we're going to continue this way. So they're 383, 519. They are 4-3. They have a fair amount of health. And they've killed the Nagato. 327, 563, 5 minutes left. You don't have to do shit here, fellas. You can just kind of motor around there by the your cap there. Just hang out, right? Aoba, you can run the other direction too. You can all go back to your cap and just hang out. You got the game. You don't need to do anything else, right? You don't need to do anything else. Okay. So he's showing there where he's possibly going. And we're going to lay one right there on the corner if he decides to come around the corner and comes this way. Torigo is still hanging out there in the cap, which is not a bad idea. And we're going to see what happens here. So at any point, they could have, nope, we could go, we'll go to A10. Or we'll go to whatever, D1. We don't need to push this objective here. It's a 4-2 game. All right. Ooh, Renown pulls around the corner. And he's like, oh, I think I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit. Torpedoes are on the way. Of course, that's got some pretty decent, must have some decent horsepower and get up and go because he's able to pull. Ugh. It could have been a possible dead ship there. Barely. I mean, it was super. The Ioba took something. He's almost ready to die. But we need to win this, right? So we need to get in on this fight here. There's the Trigo. All right, let's get some shots on the Ioba. He's pointed the opposite direction here. 7-10. At this range, those two guys are going to have a hard time hitting me. So we're just going to try to help out. Oh, non-penetration on the Ioba. Can I get a shot off? Nope, here comes the Trigo. He finishes him off. Nice. Back to 402, 553. And we have an inbound cruiser coming from the south. However, so I got these two guys right here. Oh, yep, there he's over that way. See if we can pull out here. Maybe possibly pick him up as he comes in. Yeah, nothing. So hope you guys have been entertained by the chat to the left. I didn't get to read all of it. I guess I've never actually... I think I was a little too busy at this time. But anyway, we got the Baron involved. Incoming. All he has to do is not come. Not come this way. Stop. So we're going to lay one there. We're going to wait a little bit. Yep, there we go. And we're going to lay one there. Trying to get it off a little bit at an angle here so I don't go straight on. That's the easiest ones to avoid is when they're straight on. And of course, here comes the cruiser. The Renown's smart enough. He's like, nah, fuck it. I'm going to go around the long way. We are up 422, 571. The Trigo's fired as well. Yeah. And we got the British cruiser inbound here. So we are 424, 573. 1 minute, 57 seconds left. We got this, right, fellas? Maybe not. All these guys do, they didn't have to come this way. There's one. Ooh. We finish off the Baron. Puts up 470. Puts us 470, 521. We still need another kill. Remember, we got a minute 30 left here. And the cruiser, Otto Proshka, is coming inbound here. So the Trigo's firing. He's smoked up. Now, I didn't see that. I don't know why when I saw that. I just like I should have just stopped right here and waited for him to finish them off. This was my own fault. I wasn't paying attention to the smoke because he is in smoke. So he has a pretty good chance here. So we're going to fire at him. And I miss. Wow, that was some hellacious hell dispersion, wasn't it? Now, he's not paying attention. He's after me. We're going to get one for 200. It's all right. We have some health here. And I still have my 3... there we go. Now we get all 4. Put up to 2009. The Trigo. Now, he's interested in me and not the Trigo. There's the Renown. 8.5 kilometers. We've dropped our smoke. Now, the cruiser's still coming for me. We are 495.41. 38 seconds left. We're going to drop a set in there. Short as well. The cruisers run into the island. I'm going back to try to help him here. 26, 25, 24, 23. And the Trigo is going to pull him off at 314 health. All you had to do was sail away, boys. All you had to do was sail away. So, 13, we're going to get some shots in on him. Did he stick around there long enough? Well played by the Trigo. Yeah, nice game of don't be greedy. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Hey, ladies and gents, we're back with the Hatsuharu. The second game in this greed is going to get you a loss. We are, I believe this is a tier 8 battle. This is far more, maybe not quite as dramatic as the other one, but yeah, we're going to drop some torpedoes here on each side of the cap there. Wait for the Shokaku to get his planes off here so I could try to take the B objective here. Our carrier gets his stuff up. He's got planes over top of it. It's a 2-carrier battle, 3 destroyers, 2 torpedo boats, or 2 submarines. We're going to move in here. Yeah, so 5.8 on this with the, I think it's 11-point captain. And I think the other team has a Shiryatsu, which is a tier 7. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting fight here. If he's typically that's how they do it. Yep, somebody's already in that cap. So let's get the torpedoes as slow as fuck as they are, and see what they can do. It's honestly, I can't believe I hit anything here with this ship here. We're going to be watching specifically. We're going to watch. Ooh, protected here by the Shiryatsu. He just missed that torpedo. Damn it. All right, we're going to get out of here. We're not going to fire. He's not firing at me. I'm not going to fire at him. This is the, what do you want to call it? The agreement, the gentleman's agreement between stealth boats. We won't fire at each other. We're just going to get out of here. Reload torpedoes here. We're going to shoot not to the front because that's where I would be. Probably going to shoot toward the back here. And hopefully he's trying to back up here in that smoke. Unless he's just going to make a certain... No, he looks like he's making a straight line. So I'm out of that for that deal. One battleship, one cruiser. Nobody was looking when he got popped there. So, yeah. I'm not going to take that ship on just because he's a tier higher than I am. Besides probably having better guns and more guns. He has more health. So, not for me to get into a fight here. So, our Jervis kills their Gade. And we are picking up C cap. They're going to take B cap. And looks like there's going to be a big rumble at A. Yeah, we're just going to hang out here. So notice there's a Prince Eugen coming up behind me. We're going to wait till he gets a little bit closer here before we engage the target at B. Yeah, Prince Eugen. He is looking as he goes. We got ships off to the north. Yeah. I really want to get the B caps. He's taking no worries about that. A is too much of a clusterfuck to even want to try to go and get that. Remember, I'm a 6 and an 8. My only hope is to stay stealthy as possible. Now, the greedy part's going to be here a little bit later on. Like we said in the first video when I was talking about the greed. And don't get me wrong, I almost fail on this one. I have a slight brain fart at the end going, you know, I should, but I shouldn't. And you know, once we get closer to the end, and I'll explain it to you what exactly I was processing here before that happens. All right, so they pick up the Akatsuki and the Kakalot. So we're two destroyers, two and one. Yeah, we've each lost a destroyer and a submarine. That's the word I'm looking for. So hard when English is your first language. Anyway, Prince Eugen's picked up that stuff. I'm trying to get him to help me here. I'm really hoping that when I bump this, bump this destroyer out of here, or at least make him run, because he's going to sit here. It's amazing. I found it interesting that he was going to sit here. About that time, the Prince Eugen turns away, and he is, of course, still here. I can't turn the capture area. And the Congress is about dead. North Carolina's just getting into that. He left the other flank. And, of course, it should be interesting. Colorado finishes them off here. So we're up slight, 371, 295. Ooh, yeah. So I got no help here. However, our team, the team, my tier 7 destroyer is coming this way, which is, of course, the Jervis. He's coming here. He's going to be beat to shit, though. So let's see if we can find something here for him to shoot at. We're going to take a couple of pot shots at the Carolina if he continues on that course with them slow torpedoes. In the next 5.5 minutes, we'll find out if something hits. But until that happens, yeah, we're just going to keep cruising through here until I get a little bit more support. I don't want to blow up a whole bunch of HP right off the bat. And he's sticking strong to B. Interesting. Their carriers have taken off to the 1-2 line. Good for them. The Jervis comes 1732. I'm not terribly sure why he decides to get a little more aggressive here. I have the low detectability here. I'm trying to, yeah, same way with the cruiser. So he's fired those off. Let's see if we can find him. So obviously he's on the other side of the hill or mountain or the thing they put in the middle of the cap circle. What the fuck? Anyway, so this North Carolina takes off the other direction here. So we're just going to slow down. Let's see what we see here. So now we're picking up the cap 48, 47. So I'm not going to go hunt him. Those guys pull in as well. Let's see if we can pick up this objective here. All right, 24, 23, no problems. There's a torpedo spread that way. Colorado kills off the Lion. We are up 471, 283. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all, even though we don't have both caps here. So 12, and of course Shiratsu gets spotted at 4 kilometers here. So we're going to lay a spread there. We're going to lay one out a little bit further if he decides to turn or keep going one or the other. I'm not sure why the Jervis decides to take the B start position on here. I have the health. He's going to, yep, get a couple shots into him here. And of course, Shiratsu just finishes him off with one salvo. He's got to turn away because the torps are all over. He's trying to stay unlit. However, no, we pick him up. So 16 seconds on the capture. And about that time, I didn't realize, yeah, he had dropped a set of torps on Prince Eugen. 373. We're all tied back up here. However, we have another capture going on here, so we should be pulling out ahead. Now our submarine is chasing the North Carolina off to the north. I don't know if that's that might help, right? Almost picked up the capture area. Now this battle onto the 1-2 line is completely fucked off to the south. And this is what we're going to talk about, the whole greed thing here. So if you've noticed, way down the bottom of the map there, our Richelieu is not moved. He's AFK the whole match. Mankinson comes back. They kill one of our Rangers. Now, I'm not terribly sure if the carriers on my team were super special, which I think they were, but they did not see how this was going out, but we still went to the 1-2 line anyway. I mean, I generally, if I would be a carrier, I would probably think I would probably go toward the side that was not getting pushed. So yeah, they're pushing the carriers. We've lost one. We got one battleship left, and the carrier to the south. We got another battleship. Yep. And of course, the enemy submarine is down that way. So the Hawk finishes off the Colorado, and that means we got a carrier versus a battleship and a destroyer right there. So we've dropped both of those on the Magnuson. He's moved out of the way, which is fine because this is kind of what I wanted. So they're pushed to the south. We've got B and C. They're up 350, 515. We'll let those roll on out there. They're not going to do me any good. We have the Arizona coming back up. He's going to sit on B while I take A. This is where that greedy part comes in here, at least for the other team. So you're going to see the south there. They're going to fuck up. So he picks off the Hawk. The Salmon picks off the Pobetto. So we have, I know where both of those guys are at. They're way to the south here. And you've noticed also the carrier plane is to the south. At some point, they're going to see the fat battleship sitting there with all of that health here. So we're going to drop on the North Carolina at maximum range. Yeah, I don't want to get seen here. My business is here in the circles of taking capture points here. So I've got B. Now I'm gonna get A. And there's a very little chance here I'm gonna have to worry about running in anything except for maybe that Jervis that comes back here. So the carrier planes, so they're thinking to themselves, because they have a 2-ship lead. They're thinking to themselves, we got this, right? We're down 2 caps. We got this. However, because there's North Carolina that's pretty good health, so it's a Mankinson. Both carriers are still up. So they have everything that we don't. They have vision. They also have firepower here because we only have 1 battleship. They got 2. And he's a tier 8 versus the Arizona. Jeez, not good, not good. Pulling around A here. Now those torpedoes I left off for the North Carolina, I was like, no fucking way those are going to hit anything. How? Yeah, it happens. So we pick up the kill on the North Carolina. That puts us up 491, 503. Plus, we got the 2 caps. And I'm just about ready to pick up A. And you'll notice to the south, the Jervis headed for that big fat carrier, or that big fat battleship down there. And you also know the planes are also down there. So we're going to lay one for the Ranger there. And we're going to lay one there too. Once again, I'm thinking to myself, so that guy knows he's spotted. He has no planes here because he's currently bombing the shit out of the battleship to the south. He has no interest in it. So, please report at Richelieu. Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome, but what's that gonna do anyway? Alright, so pull into A. We flip this cap here. We've taken 582, 449. We've pulled it back. We've pulled ahead. Yay for us. And there's a pretty good chance, if the Jervis keeps fucking off to the south, that we could keep this here since we have about 8 minutes left. However, we are quite a ways up here. So, lo and behold, the Ranger, apparently thinking that is a thing, takes 3 torpedoes. So we jumped to 600, 424. I'm still taking this objective here, and the torpedo planes are just coming in now. So I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe he's going to try to get on top of me, right? So they kill the Richelieu to the south, which is awesome. We are 3-on-3 here. There's your Shikaku. Now, this is what absolutely kills me about TVs. So I've seen this so many times. They'll get to the late part of the game, and then all of a sudden they'll come charging out of somewhere. Right? He could have gone all the way up to A1, and I would have given fuck less. I wasn't going to chase him. But here he comes. He is charging directly toward the B cap. Not a fuck to be given. Just got our balls to the walls. I mean, typically their natural habitat is hiding behind an island somewhere, or fucking off an A1, or on the A line or the J line, as far away from everybody else possible. But this guy, he takes the cake for let's just run in here. So I don't have no chance for a torpedo here. I was hoping that maybe he was going to slow down, knowing that the U-190 was getting close here. So we're gonna have to switch to HE shells because I have shit luck with this ship to be able to pen Shikaku with AP rounds. He's headed directly toward a battleship, even though that thing is slow as shit. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get a couple more in there. And I'm hoping maybe, possibly, he's doing a number on that Arizona here. So we're gonna drop some right here just in case he decides to slow down. Oh, never mind. Super Dave with the Arizona is like, fuck you, I got you. So we're up 830, 359. We're up 3-1, 3-2. No, never mind. The Jervis finishes off the Arizona. All right, so this is where I have the clusterfuck, right? This is where I get a little greedy here. I'm sitting at 78,000. I'm thinking, it'd be nice to have 80,000. There's also a ship, or not a ship, but there's also an airplane up yet, too, from the Shikaku. And I have the Phantom Steel on the U-190. I'm thinking to myself, so as long as we don't fuck off here, we're at 800. We got two of the, or actually we have two of the caps still running, right? So we don't need to do anything here. But I'm thinking to myself, nope. And you see my indecision here. I'm turning left, turning right. I'm thinking to myself, nah, fuck it. Let's get out of here. I don't need to get spotted. And then I'm like, it's nice to have 70, 80,000 K, pick a little more XP. And there's about this time, so the U-190 is going in. I have no idea. He picks up the Jervis, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. This is where I changed my mind again. I hit the smoke. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna shoot at him. But then here comes the plane right above me, and I'm like, he's got 4,205. Let's see if we can get a couple hits on him. So we pick up one penetration. And I'm thinking at 7.7 kilometers, no. He's a tier higher than me and much better at this shooting bullshit. He has obviously more guns, and he's going to hit me here a few times. And about that time, I'm like, nope. All right, let's get out of here. We're going to trade a few salvos. Maybe the U-190 is going to do something there. I thought he was going to stay inside the smoke, so we're like, fuck it. I want to win here. So we're out. We're going to get out of here. 7.4 for the Jervis. We got the, we're going to lay some torpedoes out there just to give him a hand in case he decides to come this way. And of course, I have the plane right above me right now too. So we're going to have to turn the AA on, see what he does. He missed. This is where you get that greedy part right here. I almost just about set it. And then this fucking guy here in the Jervis gets some bullshit. Pretty lucky shots on me on at least one salvo here. He misses me most of the time. However, this one I think is the one that gets, next one, where he gets a pretty good lick on me out of the blue. Yep. Yeah, see, all of them. Not that I'm terribly worried about it. I'm out of range here at 8.2. Only thing I have to worry about is, of course, the dickhead that just bombed me. But once again, game was decided once again by that. Yeah, greedy. So the Jervis probably could have had a different result if he would not have spent so much time down there trying to kill an AFK battleship. But whatever. Because, like you said, I pulled in there. I shouldn't have. I knew better than that, and I was halfway through doing some stupid fuckery, and I was like, no, we're out of here. just to try to keep the wind going here. So we got the ships. Yeah, we're not going to get spotted. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the 2 videos. Here we're going to drop some more torpedoes and then we're going to be out. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good night.